My name is Angel Esquivel, and this is a story of why I still got several bullets stuck in my body. When I was 12 years old, I got caught between a conflict between both of my neighbors. One day I decided to spend the night at my friend's house, and everybody was sleeping. It was much past 12 o'clock. I was the only one awake. And around 12:30, 1 o'clock, I heard a knock at the door, and I went to go answer. I said hello. No one answered. And I was gonna open the door to see who it was, but my friend woke up immediately from his sleep and told me to keep asking who's at the door. When I asked again, a gunshot went off in the air. Once we heard the gunshot, everybody woke up and ran to the hallway. And we all just started asking each other questions like, oh, what was that? Who is that? And all this stuff. And then we just all went quiet waiting for the next sound. All of a sudden, we heard another shot come from the back of us. And once that shot went off, everybody went running to separate rooms because we all knew it was close by. So we all went running to separate rooms, and everybody was scared, you know. I wasn't really scared. I was numb to it, honestly. I wasn't like, oh, let me be brave or anything. I was just like neutral to it. So I went running up to the closet, and I felt something wet in the back of my head. And I touched the back of my head, and I just saw blood on my hands. And I didn't know what to think at that time. I was just like, wow, like I really got shot. And I just peeked out from the closet, and I was telling my friends that I got shot, and he was already on the phone with the police. Me and another person got shot. It was my friend's sister. When she had got shot, she ran into the same room as me, went crawling under the bed, all the way from the hallway leading to the bedroom. Under the bed where she was at was a trail of blood, like a big trail of blood. And she was just under the bed screaming in pain. And when the paramedics came, honestly, it was a big blur to me. I don't know where everybody went. I was just stuck in that closet just thinking, like, what happened? Like, what just happened? And by the time I got out, everybody was gone doing their own thing outside the house, talking, giving a report to the police. And the paramedics had grabbed me and sat me down in the couch in the living room, like operating on me, like seeing what was the damage. To me, it was funny because the way my mom came in, she came in, dropping to the floor, oh, mijo, and all this stuff, like screaming, crying, and like, are you okay? I was like, Mom, I'm fine, like nothing's wrong. I don't feel nothing. You know, they just checking my wounds and stuff, seeing how bad it is. And the paramedics were trying to calm her down and like telling her to leave from the house in a kind way, obviously. After they airlifted us and we touched down at the hospital, they quickly put us on the stretchers and was checking our damage, doing x-rays on us, and seeing what they could obviously do to operate on us. And after they took off my clothes and they put me on a stretcher and did an x-ray, they put me in a room by myself and basically told me to wait for a doctor to come in. When the doctor came in, he said that I got around 7 or 8 shots. And he told me he could perform the surgery and take out all the bullets that are left in my body, but he recommended that I do not because he was saying that the surgery will cause me a lot of back pains and just a lot of pain in general in the future. So he suggested the best thing I do is to leave the bullets in my body. When I went home, I took a shower and I just started cleaning up after the incident that happened. And I just took a shower, and it was kind of strange because once I took a shower, I just heard like a metal clink on the bottom of my tub. And I looked down, and it was one of the bullets that were sticking out of my arm. And I looked at it, I was amazed and shocked because I was like, how can such a little thing can cause somebody to get hurt or, you know, die from it? The culprits to the incident that happened that I've known, I think it was around 5 guys. 1 getaway driver, 2 guys stayed in the front, 2 in the back for in case if somebody were to run out to the back. At that time, as they were getting away, they threw the guns into a forest nearby. And they was later on caught. From my knowledge, I believe 4 out of 5 of them were caught. And they were in jail, locked up, waiting on a hearing. I haven't heard anything. Like, in the beginning, they sent us post mails and everything to go to the hearing to testify against them. But we never went. My sister was obviously against it, saying everybody deserves a second chance. So we didn't know. We don't know if they still stayed in jail or they were let off easy. Honestly, I do regret not following through with the surgery. As a young person my age, you shouldn't really experience the back pain that I have or go through it. And it just hurts so much to the point where, like, I don't really get no rest. And every time I do get the rest, my back always hurts. And the doctor was telling me too that if I leaving the bullets in my body could actually cause harm too, because it could, in the future, it could give me lead poisoning that could obviously lead to death. So he basically was telling me my choices that I could pick out of. A thought never came to my mind to take out the bullets and do surgery. Maybe in the near future I will, depending on the situation, but for right now, I'm not following through with the surgery. The incident, I don't know whether to say it had a big impact on me. Well, kind of did. I'm always cautious of my surroundings. I always look to see if there's anything suspicious in my view. And I just don't like to be surrounded by a lot of windows. I'm kind of paranoid to be around a lot of windows because the incident would play in my head. I hope nobody out there honestly have to go through what I went through. To always be cautious, keep your guard up, and just please be safe out there. Anything can happen.